There's several things that we're facing right now in America and really around the world. Is going to be global shortages. Already Russia has pulled out of the wheat deal, and that's going to cause some major food issues around the world. But beyond that, if anything happens with China, it's going to get really bad. Because a lot of our medical supplies come from China. Specifically, there's certain things that only come from China. So I want to take a moment and just ask if you're really prepared for any sort of skirmish to get a little bit hotter, or if, God forbid, we enter into a World War III, are you prepared? And by being prepared, I know a lot of people stock up on food, a lot of people stock up on water, but what I'm going to suggest is that you make sure that you have emergency antibiotics. But in addition to that, that you also have your chronic meds. And I'm not talking like put antibiotics aside, because when I talk about chronic meds, a lot of people say, oh, you just get fish antibiotics. Sure. What I'm talking about is your chronic meds. And I'm thinking about this specifically because I'm out here with my mother taking care of her in Oregon. And she takes meds from 6 a.m. to 11 p.m. every 2 hours. She's got a giant plastic bag filled with medications. And if there was any supply chain issue, goodness gracious, she would be in a world of hurt, as would all of us who are caring for her. So I think it's critically important to make sure that you have your chronic medication, those medications that you need on a weekly basis, daily basis. And you can get a year's supply of those prescribed by a doctor from a U.S. pharmacy, from Chase. So I'm going to put the link below here. If you don't have a year's supply of your chronic meds, whatever those may be, click that link below. It's actually a lot cheaper than what you're going to spend a year's worth of meds on through your insurance, believe it or not. I'm very surprised on how affordable these are. And these aren't to supplement your current meds. You just keep taking your current meds, and as your doctor prescribes them, you keep getting them. These are in case of emergency. You have a year's supply. Do the same thing with antibiotics, and not just have one type of antibiotic. There's all sorts of types of antibiotics. They're going to have issues with several different things, and Jace does that as well. They do the emergency antibiotic kit, and they do the chronic meds. All of this is through a doctor, so you're not getting pet medicine here. You're getting real medicine from real doctors prescribed to you based on your health conditions and your weight. So this is something I'm just going to keep preaching, especially since I'm going through it with my mother right now. I couldn't even imagine. I have a hard time keeping track of our medications. Like I have like 17 alarms in my phone right now. So there you go. Any thoughts or insight, put that below. If you like this video, click like and subscribe. Feel called to support this channel with Patreon. The link is also below. But the most important part of this channel is we take prayer requests. So don't ever hesitate to send that in. Thank you for watching this episode of God, Family, and Guns. And as always, love God, love your family, and love guns.